Oh, well, here we are. I've decided to change the name of this broadcast here so that we can have, I'll just change the name of this so that I can start to just work away on just doing a live stream. So, hey, Works Hard, good to see you. I've just been looking at your channels and I see you've been having a look at a couple of my videos. So I popped over, I had a look at one of your ones with, hey, WT, yeah. I had a look at one of your coupon ones. I'm intrigued as to how they all work, but that's good. Rusty Faith, good morning. Awesome to hear from you. Thank you very much for dropping by. Always good to hear from you. Yeah. And yeah, say hello to one another. That's pretty awesome stuff there. So I'm just getting ready. You've caught me on the hop, actually. I was trying to usually get a little bit of time before people start coming on board. So I just thought I've called this one Maurieos Live Hour. So I'm just going to go for about an hour and just sort of chat through my week and various things that have gone on and see how everyone is on any particular topics that have come up this week that may be of some consequence. So yeah, I'm just working on my second screen here, just trying to get everything organized so that I can work through. So yeah, I've had a pretty good week this week. I started off on the Monday. I sort of noticed and WT pulled me up a little bit on this one, that I sort of indicated that summer had ended, but it had ended at the beginning of the month officially, but I just started to notice, and I noticed tonight I've got my bit of a woolly jersey on. It's well, it's just on 12 a.m. So it's actually Sunday morning. So we're in the future here, and yeah, just trying to look at a few things and see how we all go. So yeah, and sort of get everything organized. So just having a look at, just popped over to your channel, Rusty. I just see there. Oh, yes, I remember I was there. I haven't caught up with you this week, but last week I think it was your mum's birthday. So I've just just popped over there. Your name's familiar, but I'm just trying to familiarize myself with your channel. So you've got a bit of music coming out there this week, which looks good. I'll have a look at that, and I'll see you coming up for about 3,000 subscribers, which that must keep you pretty busy, very busy. 29.3. Yeah, well, I'm sitting here 29.3 degrees with WT at 10 p.m. Well, it's midnight here. I've just put my jersey on. I'll definitely, and I'm sitting here in shorts, which I'm not going to show you my chicken legs, but yeah, I'd say it's probably around about 15 here at the moment at midnight, but yeah, definitely a bit chilly around the legs. But my old house is not too well insulated, and I can actually feel a bit of a draft. So that always keeps things fairly coolish. Yeah. So I hope your mum had a good birthday there, Rusty, and you know, gave her the celebrated in the way that you should. Yeah. All righty. And yeah, so as I said, I started back with my my vlog there with the on Monday with the end of the golden weather, which is a classic New Zealand play that's come up. It's been on TV a couple of times, and yeah, I'm just getting my channel here as my my reference. So yeah, set on Takapuna Beach, and yeah, we woke up and wanted to go back to sleep, but waited to see if you were going live. Oh, thanks very much. It's yeah, I set my alarm this morning for about 8:30, I think, and yeah, I didn't get up till a couple of hours after that. I kept snoozing and dozing off and what have you, and yeah, it was midday before I sort of really surfaced. But yeah, I've had a reasonable day today. I went out and mowed a little bit of lawn to get a bit of exercise. I'm actually mowed my lawns last week as well, and I'm noticing that the actual getting quite a good quality of grass coming through. A lot of the fine grasses have stopped to grow, and look, I'm quite pleased with my lawns actually. In fact, I just finished a little bit out the back, and I came inside, and my wife said that she noted that when I finished, I stood and looked over the lawn and looked very proud of what I'd done. I actually told her that I was looking at the chooks. I was earlier on. They hadn't come out. Usually when I mow the lawns, they come out and sweep, give it a good sweep pick up a few insects that have been dislodged with the noise and the vibration and what have you. But I hadn't noticed them, but towards the end, they were out there and giving it a good going over. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Gives a great sense of satisfaction. I've been quite pleased with my lawns. I haven't been able to, for various work-related reasons and things. My wife's been mowing the lawns for quite some time, and well, she freely admits that she just whizzes over them very quickly just to get them cut down, whereas I'm a bit more you know, I take a little bit more time and more slowly and try and get them looking nice. And they are looking good at the moment, very green, like a nice just a nice carpet spread all over, but I'm having to mow them weekly, so but I get lots of exercise, so that's very good. So I got some lawns mowed. I'm yes, she does watch my channel. She also where I record them is sort of next to our bedroom, really. So she reckons that she hears a lot of them being made through the wall, and that's probably enough. She knows what they're about, but she does watch them, or tries to watch them as best she can, but and hears them being made. So yes, she usually picks up on any little comments that I make regarding her. But yes, I once well, there's an old saying that says no man's a prophet in his own town, and I think that sort of applies to YouTubers as well. Is that My family sometimes they have trouble keeping up with all my videos, and they sometimes despair a little bit. But I do have one daughter who I've interviewed a couple of times on YouTube on my channel, and she's very conducive to that. One, funnily enough, the other night, oh, if anyone wants to join me in the hangout, let me know, and I'll try and put a link in. You can maybe pop in and join me if you want to. It's no problem. I can put a link to the hangout well, I can try anyway. If you wanna come on board, that's no problem. Yeah, yeah. So, funnily, the other night I did the hangout with my family, and one daughter was very very reluctant. Actually, the one that's living here with me in the house with us, and she was very reluctant to go on. And then she said to me, she said, "Oh, are you on now? Are you streaming?" I said, no, I'm not streaming it live. She thought that I was going to stream the family hangout live on YouTube. So once I told her that, she's very private and doesn't like being on the internet, which is it's interesting, very interesting. But yeah, I'm not quite like her father. My wife actually has her own sort of channel, but she's a guitar teacher, so she just does little lessons for her students, but she doesn't she doesn't see them as being for the whole there. They're just to help out her students. So she does a little bit of YouTube stuff and what have you, and she's got a bit of a channel. So I don't know that she's ever commented on any of my videos, but she certainly watched them. I think she mostly watches them on Facebook, because I post all of my videos. I post all my videos, or links to my videos, to Facebook, Twitter, Gab, and to Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's a bit interesting, but yeah. So I post each one to there as I make them. Well, most of them, not some of my class ones and things like that. So yeah. So I started the week with the end of the golden weather, and the end of summer. As I say, starting to get chilly, and the days are getting longer. Pretty soon we'll be ending daylight saving here. I don't quite know when that'll be. I imagine we've got Easter coming up towards the end of the month, so it'll probably be sometime during the Eastern break. I'll make a note of that, and I'll just have I'll seek permission. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, she mostly teaches young kids, and mostly does it. She goes into the schools here, into the schools, and people, the students pay her directly through the school, but they do it during school time. So she goes out to the school, and the school provide her with a room, and she teaches the kids guitar. They hop out from their classes and go in and do it at school, and the parents pay for it, pay to her directly. So she has. Last time she was telling me yeah, she's got over 100 students there that she teaches over each week. Yeah. What happened with Reddit? Yeah, Reddit's a bit of not much really. Not much. I get a lot of yeah, I've probably had more downvotes than upvotes. So they seem to be very judgmental. I don't know whether it's because yeah. Oh, and the lessons that she gives, works harder, are quite pretty much related to what the kids were doing in class that day. So they're not a coherent sort of course. But I'll have a chat to her if you know, she doesn't think her channel's suitable. She'll probably have a couple of channels that will be good. So yeah, I'll get back to you on that. And if I don't, please remind me, because I don't write things down, so I need to have a record. But I'm pretty sure I will be able to get something going there. Yeah, so on Reddit, I just haven't had good experiences. I find YouTube and Facebook and things like that, people are far more positive, but on Reddit, I just find it a little more negative than some of the other ones. So yeah, I'll get back to you on that. Works hard. Yeah, I've just got to be a bit careful, because I know I'm the only one in the family that's a big tries to be a self-promoter. The others seem to have more boundaries than I do. Never mind. So yeah, Reddit. Yeah, so that's just what I found. But I still put them on there, just there for a while there on one of my on Where What Who. I think I was getting downvoted every day, every time I put something up. I don't know whether it was a friend of ours, WT, or not. I had my suspicions, but I stopped, and yeah, it's stopped now. But occasionally I do. I don't quite know how it all works. It could well be. I know some people on Reddit get a bit annoyed if you yeah. Some people on Reddit get a bit precious about what you sort of put on particular Reddit subreddits, and get a bit precious about it. So yeah, I've had a few experiences like that where they get all antsy about what you're posting, but oh well. You live and learn and carry on. So yeah, so on the first day, yeah, on Monday I think it was, that was my first vlog. And then on the Tuesday, I what I did on the Tuesday was I went a bit philosophical about where do we learn. I think where that comes from is I have a maths lecture. I don't actually, there's three of us, there's three tutors that are in the lecture. There's about 70 students, I think. And yeah, what we I do a little segment in the middle called Maurieos Moodle Moments. You might have seen, I do a video of it as well, which I put on the Moodle site, which is our learning management system that all our students go to, and that's where they get all their resources and what have you. So what I try to look at, try to sort of suggest ways of learning, and just get students to have a look at what they're doing and try and get them aligned with, you know, good learning practice, and get them back on track. So it was in that I sort of was looking at, you know, where do we learn? Where does the learning take place? And it's sort of a interesting thing that I look at, and so I posted a little bit on that, just based on what I'd read in that. And I actually, interestingly enough, I got one of the other lecturers or tutors that I'm with sent me quite a long email, actually, you know, putting forward a lot of theories and things that he'd been working on, which was a bit of a revelation. So we had a bit of a chat about it all. It worked out quite good. We've each we're pretty much aligned with how we think, but yeah, something might come of it. I found out some of the little things and projects that he's working on, and I've had some further thoughts on it that I may get back to. So, yeah, it was a bit of an interesting little exercise. Where does the learning take place? I mean, we've all learnt things at some point in our lives, and where does it really occur? For me, I'm pretty much convinced that without experience or without practical application of stuff, your learning comes and goes. If you want to retain it and keep it there, you've got to practice regularly, keep it up to date, and review and review and review. Keep the information in the front of your mind, and that's how we learn things. And if we stop using things, or don't do a particular thing anymore, our skill, our learning, and that drops off. So yeah, that was me being all philosophical. All righty. And so, well, feel free to comment if anyone wanting to comment. I'm quite happy to go with other topics. It's not like I've got anything programmed. I've just got these here as a backup. So if there's any questions or anything that you've got, or, opinions that you want, by all means, let us know. And yeah. Rusty, I haven't heard from you for any comments or anything. If there's anything that's happening over where you are, or what have you, that'd be good. I'm sort of picking that. I'm trying to think where you are, Rusty. I'm not sure. I'm sort of on a cruise. Have I ever been on a cruise? No, I haven't. No, I haven't been on a cruise. The only I have been on a ship. When I was in Wellington in the 1980s, I lived in Wellington, and I went to university in Dunedin, which is the bottom of the South Island. And at that time, yes, yeah, I'm trying to make them more challenging. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'll get the story done here. I'll come back to the questions on where, what, who. So we used to travel across on the inter-island ferry. There was two ferries. One went from was an overnight ferry from Wellington through to Littleton, Christchurch, and then we could catch the bus down to Dunedin. And the other one was the Wellington to Picton, which was a day. You could cross in the morning and come back in the afternoon. It's about a day trip. Lovely trip through the Sounds and into Picton. So they're the only trips. So I've been on the Littleton ferry probably 4 or 5 times. Once I did a day trip, and once I did an overnight trip. And they used to wake you up in the morning there was no meals or anything. They'd wake you up in the morning with a cup of tea and a ginger nut. And and the old in a Railways Cup, which was a real solid cup. Oh yeah, on the ferry, the Tasmanian ferry, yeah, and they'd wake you up in the morning, and apparently the story goes that they would. Do you take sugar? No. Oh well, don't stir it then. So yeah, that's my total shipping experience. But my in-laws are in Australia, and they have started going on cruises. They've been on 3 or 4. So they went on a couple, but they went on one where they left. I don't know whether they shipped out of Brisbane or Sydney. I'm not sure, but anyway, they caught the cruise ship and they docked in at Auckland, which is just up the road from us. So we went up for the day and saw them there. They love it. It's good. Once you get on board, you're pretty much everything's paid for, and it's very good. Lots of different things to do, and that sort of thing. And I've been I have a Facebook friend, I suppose. That's another story. But I have a Facebook friend who's been posting. He's been on a cruise, 105 days he went for, I think 105 days. Yeah, it was interesting, the photos and that he was posting. So where have you been cruising? Works hard? Sounds like you're been experienced at it. It seems like a very good way of getting it. Once you've paid for it, it sort of seems to be a good way of managing your budget. You once you're on board, everything's paid for, and you can just sort of sit back and enjoy yourself. From what people have told me, and the variety of things to do is just unbelievable, with some of what they're saying of the different restaurants and shows and things to do and what have you, apart from just sitting back and enjoying it. So I'm not sure whether it's going to happen or not, but certainly I know it's probably something my wife's cruising. Oh wow, holy hell. How long do they go for? Works hard. Like a Disney cruise, how long would that go for? MSC, I don't. Also, not familiar with MSC. If you could give us a bit of that. I don't know whether Rusty's still here. I'll just have a wee check and see. Oh no, we just got Works Hard WTME. Okay, so we'll just go back to there. Wow. Tell us about a Disney cruise. What is that? What happens there? Oh, then you should be going live, Works Hard, and we should be asking the questions. Oh, okay, that's a cruise line. Yep, all good. Okay, otherwise you'll be typing your fingers to the bone there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, did Disney organize the cruises, or are they themed around Disney? Okay, I think I've heard someone talking about them at some point. Yeah. Okay, and I'll just go back here. I'm just trying to check out how I'm going. Mickey Mouse cruises. Oh, All right. All right. Okay. And do you take the whole family, I take it, or they're quite family orientated cruises, the Disney cruises? Yeah. That sounds interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Now, I'll just wait for an update on the what happens on a Disney cruise. Yeah, the questions on where, what, who are getting harder. Yes, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But kids are welcome, I imagine. They're family friends. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm trying to. I like the. I want to try and get the where, what, who quizzes to go. Um, a couple of days. That's my sort of aim. It's not. I mean, I'm not intentionally making them harder, but well, just sort of so that we've got to work. So really, I'm hoping to get more action around the yes no questions so that we can maybe narrow things down a little bit more. So yeah, today's one's interesting. Your system. What systems? I'm sure it'll evolve, WT. I'm sure it'll evolve. Yeah, this one, the one that's on today is a bit tricky. It's quite hard. They have all the same activities on Disney as the other, but no casino on board. Oh, okay. Oh, so so you get they don't take your money then. That's yeah. So I don't know how I like the casino, but I probably would spend a bit more money than I had anticipated, I suppose. I didn't realize they had casinos on board. My mother-in-law loves playing blackjack, and she has a system that she uses, I think. And what does she do? She saves up some. Does she save up her pension money or some money that she gets, and then every now and again, she's in Brisbane, so she in Australia, so she pops, which is I think Queensland doesn't have casinos, but she can pop down to New South Wales, perhaps. I'm not sure. It might have changed down to Tweed Heads or somewhere like that. And okay, oh, that's handy. And yeah, and she plays blackjack, but quite often she I think she can stay there all day, and maybe with her system, she makes maybe $50 or something like that. But I don't think my father-in-law's quite as lucky. So he sometimes might stretch the profits in the other direction. Oh, that's my phone is trying to tell me something. I don't know what. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. So do you go sort of every year or something? Works hard. It sounds like that's how many cruises? 3, 4. That's 8 cruises. Hmm. And what's a carnival cruise? Yeah, well, the Where, What, Who is all about trying to improve or use people's Google searching skills. So, yeah, perhaps, well, perhaps we could, well, some of these guys like WT are a bit loath to give information about their secret systems that they use to track down the answers. Oh, okay. Name of the company. Oh, right. So they're not like don't have a theme as such, or like a fiesta or Mardi Gras or something like that. Okay, I see. All right. So of all the companies, which one is your preferred option? The Disney, by the sound of it. Sounds like that might be the one that you like the best. I'm just checking out here what's happening. Go there. I'm trying to find out where my how long I've been going for, but I can't seem to see there. Oh, I think I've been going 34 minutes, so I'll say that I started at mid. There is somewhere where I can see, but I can't. Haven't got that available on my screen. Here it is. Oh, perhaps it's down the bottom here. No. Oh well, that's all. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Right. Yeah. Where are you seeing that? Is that on the? I've got the. I thought I had a view of it here, but doesn't seem to be there. I might not have the things quite right. Yeah. I've got the clock at the back of the screen there, and I'm pretty sure I started around 12. So yeah, been going like 35 minutes, but or 36. I must have started a little bit before, but there was somewhere on the actual in the stuff that I watched that it used to. Oh, there it is. I've got it. Oh, I found it. Yep, it was right in front of my face there. So it says started streaming 37 minutes ago, just on my second screen that I've got there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's on the it's on well, on one of the screens that I've got here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got it all up on the big screen there. So yeah. Yeah, you do a little bit of maths works hard. I see you out there doing a little bit of maths with your challenge there, and working a few things out and working the numbers and showing how much you're going to save and what have you. Yeah. A few clever little tricks there, I noticed. Yeah, very good. I think you might quite like maths. Show you a have a look at some of my maths videos. Some of them get a bit interesting. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. No, there's some good stuff in there to apply it myself. I've got a little. We have a thing over here. I don't know. It's called bonus bonds. Yeah. That's true. I like not being broke. Yeah. No, we have a thing over here called bonus bonds, and well, we also have a thing over here called cash jobs and homers, and sometimes we have to hide our money from the tax man. And so I used to I used to find a little bit of cash every now and again, and you can buy these things called bonus bonds. And with bonus bonds, you put your money in, and so if you put $100 in, you get you don't get any interest, no interest, but you get 100 chances to win $1 million. So it's like buying a lottery ticket, but you can get all your money out at the end, but you don't get any interest. So they use the interest to pay for the prizes. So now that I've got a steady, salary job, I just put a little bit of, well, I got a little bit of money from inheritance. So I put that in, not a lot, but a little bit. I put that in there, and that's saving that for a rainy day. And then every payday, I put a little bit of money in there, and quite quickly it counts up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't use I don't carry cash at all. I just use my EFTPOS card. I either use my EFTPOS card. Well, I just have one card. It's the EFTPOS card, credit card. We have PayWave. I don't know if you have PayWave, where you just wave your card in front of the machine. And I just use that all the time. When they first came out, I said, "Oh no, I'll always use cash," but no, I just use my card all the time. It's probably, there's a cost involved, but it's just so convenient. Just away we go. And at the moment, I think my wife looks after all the money, to be perfectly honest. But I think we're using the credit card at the moment, and then the money gets saved in the bank, and then they pay off the credit card, and it's no interest, or all sorts of stories like that. So I seldom. The only time I'd use cash is when I've got to go and buy something for cash. So say, for instance, if you're buying something on yeah, that's for real. That's for sure. The only time you'd use cash is when you sort of say buy something on Trade Me, which is like eBay or Craigslist or something like that, and the people don't have an EFTPOS machine. But even like the other night, we went to the night market. I'd say 50% of the stalls there had EFTPOS, which is electronic transfer of funds. So they just I noticed when we were in the States earlier last year. Yeah. Earlier we were in the States, that I didn't have my card pinned, so I couldn't use it anyway that much. But we noticed that people use a lot more cash and that over here. But no, here I'd seldom the the only time, the other occasion I need cash is when they have a when someone leaves at work and they send the hat around, for a leaving gift or something like that. I have to go down to the ATM and get some money out, put it in the hat or the box for the person that's leaving. But most days I wouldn't have any cash at all. I was having a bit of trouble with the parking machines at work, because the cards, the machines are outside and in exposed to the weather and stuff. So quite often they wouldn't read your cards, or one of my cards it wouldn't read, and so I had to go and get some coins and carry some coins around with me, which was a real nuisance. So but now we've got an app on the phone, and on my phone, so I can just turn up at the car park, and the GPS knows where I am, so I tell it where I am, and then it links to my credit card, and I can pay for my parking. I get it. They've got a deal going where I can pay for a whole week, and yeah, and then the parking people come around, and they just have a little app on their phone. It tells them that I've paid. So as long as I remember to pay, I'm all good. And if I don't, I get fined. I think it's $40, which is a bit of a weird business model. I thought that if your best customer defaults, you whack them with a fine. I'd been paying every day for the all year since January, and then one day I turned up and got distracted, and I forgot to pay for my parking, and I got a fine for $40, which interesting. But anyway, to manage to get on from there. I survived, but it's not good for my savings scheme, that's for sure. All right, yeah. So later on in the week, on the Wednesday, after I'd done a bit of a collab with WT and Yankees about 2 weeks ago, I sort of yeah, okay, all good. I know it's early in the morning for you, works hard, and thanks very much. Appreciate you dropping along, and yeah, nice to hear all about your cruises. And yeah, you'll have to give us a bit of a update when the next one comes along. So cheers. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your support of the channel. Always good. Marvelous. Thank you. Yeah. All good. Awesome. We'll look forward to your next cruise. Perhaps you can do a bit of a vlog about it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the well, what do you like? You were talking about the where, what, who, and it being harder, but I got the distinct impression that the very first, the harder one we got, what was the guy that invented dental floss. That one, reading between the lines in the comments, I thought you guys got a tremendous amount of satisfaction out of getting that one. It was a bit tricky. My webcam, I use a Logitech. Hey, old stoner. Good morning. Welcome. I use a Logitech 920C. I've I've seen a few reviews on them, and they're great. This old stoner, the One Note Wonder is gone, apparently. Have you killed off the One Note Wonder? What I'm worried about, I'll be missing. I'm hoping that we're going to see some more. You can neither confirm nor deny. Oh, mate. Talk about dazed and dazed and confused. That was an awesome video. Oh, wow. I was dazed and confused for the whole thing. Another guy, an idea to replace him. Yeah, there's a guy, there's an American comedian, there's an American comedian we come over here that I'm pretty sure he did a you're not wrong, man. This American Mason Dixon or something, he comes over, and I think I've seen him do something with a one string guitar or something like that. I after your one note, I saw your one note. I did a the dazed and confused one, or the one note wonder. I'm not. Yeah. Oh, it's yeah. Yeah, I did a bit of a search on one string guitars. There was one guy there that was played whole songs with the one string. It was quite cleverly done. But the one note wonder, I think that's that's pretty unique. Okay, what's the next one? The another guy. One chord. It looks like you have a lot of fun doing them. And you say you do them on a PlayStation 4. Does that allow you to do all those backgrounds and what have you as well? It seems pretty, what you come up with looks like a pretty complex sort of product there. It's good. A lot of fun. Yeah. Sort of get the notifications, see what we've got. The stoner therapy that I was looking at your idea of going through the comments and the chat and that yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. These are on some of you live streams. Oh, okay. I haven't caught one of your live streams. Oh, okay. That yeah. Yeah. And the dog, your dog seems pretty well trained as well. He seems to do everything that's required of him. Yeah, yeah, he's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Some wonderful stuff there. Pretty good. All right. Yeah. How old is he, Stoner? He looks like he might have a few years on under his belt there. Yeah. Oh, he looks like a pretty all right. Well, aren't we all? It's just a matter of time. Oh, okay. Oh, he's on a, oh, that's He looks like he's had a good life, though. So, oh, okay. Oh, right. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, got to keep him going. Yeah. Looks like a lovely old dog. Yeah. 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 He looks like he enjoys himself. He might be the only sane one there after that dazed and confused one. He might have worked it out. What's your time over there, Stoner? It's early morning or trying to see how that's all going? I'll just carry on a little bit here with the. Oh, right, the superhero. I've just before I came on here, I was watching I was on a blog a bit earlier in the day, and a couple of guys were 6 a.m. All right, okay, yep, yeah. I was watching the blog, and they suggested a few English series to watch on Netflix. So I turned on Netflix, and I hadn't been on it for a while, and the first suggestion that came up was is it Jessica Jones? Jessica Jones from Marvel. And I'd watched the first series, so I watched the first episode of Jessica Jones, the superhero. So yeah, anyone can be a superhero these days. It was quite good. I quite enjoyed the story of that one, of sort of the idea of a fallible superhero. Yeah, no, this was just the first episode, so it was available on Netflix. I don't know whether the whole series is available here. Yeah, we get the New Zealand one here. We can play around with it a bit and get the American one, but so some programs are not available here and some are, depending on what sort of contractual arrangements they've got. But yeah, as I say, I watched the first season, and this is the first episode, so there was another episode there for me to watch, so maybe a bit later on I'll have a know. I still haven't got to the two programs that they recommended. So one was a sort of detective one, I think, called Shetland or something, which they said was quite good. But yeah, so here goes another few hours. Yeah, oh, well, you better, keep up with that superhero stuff. You might see on Netflix. A little less bandwidth than YouTube. Okay. Yeah, we just have the New Zealand one. I think my wife watches quite a lot of it. She's like the rom-coms and stuff like that. She watches a lot of those. But there is some way that you can flash it or change the software, or I think you can go through a proxy server so it thinks that you're in the States or something like that. So it's all there, but I've always found what I wanted to watch. There's nothing, not too worried. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I think we've got everything covered. Oh, the superhero. Oh, yep, that's still going. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I haven't kept up with the. Yeah, I think last time someone was working with it was maybe late last year. I haven't kept up with it. I imagine they would be working on trying to stop it all. But yeah, we used to have Sky, but that just got too expensive. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Preacher. Is that a program over there, or a YouTube channel? Or yeah, I'm not familiar with that at all. Get a chance to. All right. Oh well, we're going to look forward to that. That sounds very interesting and intriguing. Um, Preacher. Yeah. If you, yeah, I don't know what. I'm not familiar with that at all. So if you can give us a give us an update on that, we'll know. Okay. Yeah. What is Preacher a TV series or something over there, or AMC? Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it okay? I'll have to have and check it out. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. You never know. AMC, is that? Yeah, not familiar with that. Is that a okay? I haven't. Yeah. All right. Okay. I seem to remember there might be a what are they called? WWF wrestler of a similar name to that as well. Yeah, as that might be coming from the same sort of source. All right. Okay. Right. Oh well. Okay. Oh, you heard it here first. This old stoner superhero. Oh, okay. Oh, it's filmed in your wow. Filmed in your where you're based. Okay. All right. Oh well, you just might be a case of just being there at the right place at the right time. I can't wait to I can't wait to yeah. I've heard of Breaking Bad. I haven't watched the series, but I've heard of it, and a lot of my students and that talk about it. Yeah, so I'm sort of thinking a little bit along those lines of giving that one a watch. So yeah. Okay. So what's the is it your town, or is it a large city? In a town in New Zealand, you would know everybody knows everyone. including their visitors that come from out of town. I think my father-in-law came over from Brisbane, and he used to come quite regularly. They got to know him down at the golf course. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, wow. Okay, I've heard of that. Yeah. Yep, I have heard of that. Are you anywhere near in New Mexico, Albuquerque? Are you anywhere near where they build the those earth ships out of the car tires, where they fill them with oh, okay, right, New Mexico, okay. Anywhere near those earth ships where they, you know, they make the houses self-sustainable houses out of rammed earth car tires, and they collect all the water and everything like that. The balloons. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Yeah. That's right. WT. Yes, the huge balloon festival as well. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah, that's good memory there. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. So it must be okay. Yeah, there's a sort of a, I understand. I just wondered. I understand there's an area out in the desert somewhere out there that they have sort of pretty much given people a free rein to build whatever they like. You know, sort of, and one of the things that's come out of it is these earth ships where they ram earth into these car tires and create these, they call them earth ships, and they're quite self-sustainable. They heat themselves from the sun and all sorts of things like that. And there's guys over here building them as well. Holy hell. All right. Golly. All right. I did a I did a thing on Fermi, Ferme, the mathematician that was part of the Manhattan Project. And someone answered that question fairly quickly. I wasn't sure whether that was Enrico Fermi. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether that was you or not on the Manhattan Project. Yeah. Wow. Interesting place. So it's sort of a quite a desert environment. Well, I'm quite warm, I imagine. Quite dry and warm there with quite low rainfall. Is that fair, or perhaps I'm just getting most of my information from Western movies? John Wayne, Henry Fonda, or whatever. Yeah, very low rainfall. Yeah, quite dry. Unlike here. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So what do you got planned for the day, Stoner? Got anything it'll be Saturday morning for you? All right. So not much difference between the seasons. Sounds like a pretty good sort of climate. Yeah, everyone celebrates when it rains, maybe. water in the tanks. Yeah. Well, I've been I'm going for a while there, but I'm really it's so good to catch up with the old stoner, find out what's happening in the world of superheroes and musicians, one note wonders. What's coming up next? I'm sure whatever it'll be, it will not be what I've predicted. Okay. All right. So you do the oh, I see. Yeah. How much you must mix it up. How much time you must spend a fair bit of time on YouTube, did you know, sort of do a fair bit, or how much time do you think you'd spend on it? I usually spend probably maybe a couple of hours each day, I suppose. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's so you sort of do it at a fairly leisurely sort of pace, and yeah, yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, when you said you'd seen thousands of channels, yeah. Have you been doing it long? Yeah, there, the editing. Yeah, I do very little editing at all. I just do everything with one take, using the OBS software. It probably shows a few little mistakes and things here. So I'm trying to make things. Oh, right. Yeah, I try to make things as efficient as I possibly can. So I might do a little bit of filming and stuff on my phone and then download that. And then I mostly just quickly sort of edit it, well, just join it together, cut out any real weird bits, and then put that together as sort of like a background video, and then play it on my green screen and sit in front of it, really. So, you know, I'm not a big editor at all. I don't have too many editing skills. So, what sort of software are you using for your editing? Okay. Yeah, OneNote. Oh, okay. Yeah. And what do you use? Are you using an Adobe product, or are you perhaps, I'm not sure. You got two PCs, so you're not an Apple, are you? When you say PCs. Wondershare and Filmora editor. Okay. I've heard of them, but I haven't had a look at them. Yeah, I started off using Camtasia, but then something happened. So now I use Adobe Premiere now and the OBS software just to fix things out. And at the moment I'm using Google Hangouts. So yeah. Alrighty. So, well, that's yeah, I've been going an hour and 15. So I Oh, okay. So you are you doing any editing on the PlayStation, or is that just where you're recording your game, a lot of the gameplay and things like that, and then editing it on the PC? So, yeah, interesting how it all fits together. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that was good. Get a new PC. Keep things moving along. Oh, okay. Um, oh, that's today's Saturday, right? So so when's your live show? Is it coming up today sometime? Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Is there many people using PS4 that you know of? I mean, can you tell if they're using that, or it just looks like a PC or something? Maybe. Yeah. Wow. I haven't been a big gamer. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never had a gaming console of any sort, really. I've always just been with the PC. Yeah, I see a lot of oh, do you mean music performance or playing games? I've never been a big played a lot of games of some games, but they're not, not what not what most people play. Okay. All right. Wow. It's amazing. Amazing just how many things there are around, trying to keep up with them and what to do with them. You know, the moment you, yeah. Okay. Golden threat. All right. I'll maybe make a note of that. And yeah. Yeah. Well, I've just, oh, hang on. Who have we got in here now? We've actually added another viewer. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So we're starting to get more and more people coming in here. So perhaps I should keep going for a little longer. This old stoner must be dragging them in with his superhero connections and stuntmans and his skills on the PlayStation 4. Headhood 42. Hi, how are you? Yeah, good. Um, yeah, we're great. We've just been going for an hour. So I think we caught up with you last week as well. So yeah. How you been going? All right. Oh, pretty secret stuff there. Um, yeah. Oh well. Head Hood, there you've yeah. How's your week been? We've just had this old stoner in here giving us a few. What's it called now? Inside information on some of his characters that he's got on his channel. So yeah, behind the scenes, behind the scenes. Oh, right. Yeah. Good. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You're the civil engineering student at yeah at Auckland Uni. Yeah. All good. I imagine you'll be pretty busy. Thanks for dropping by. All good. Great stuff. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Head Hood. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I remember. I imagine you'll be a pretty busy man this time of year. Should have a few assignments and assessments coming up soon, I would imagine. Just that week 5, week 6. Yeah. Good luck with that. Let us know how you go. All right. And yeah, Stoner there. Hey, great to have you coming by. Yeah, you're a great supporter of my channel as well, which is really good. Yeah, thanks, Head Hood. That was great. Awesome. All righty. Well, I think I might. Yeah. The legend of cowboys. I love westerns. I often like when we were, we always say, like, oh, when we were kids, we used to go out and we'd go and we could play, we could pick up a stick and make it into a gun, and we could play and do this, that, and the other thing. And yeah, no, and that's true. But I'm thinking about it, when you look back at some of the old westerns and stuff like that, the actual themes and the the actual themes and the storyline is pretty simple, really. And it's pretty easy to recreate the atmosphere. Errol Moore. The themes in that are really simple. So I mean, you could go to the movies, pay your whatever it was, nine pennies over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't quite have those resources. But the actual storyline, that's quite simple. But for today's kids trying to and it's pretty easy to make the noises of a gun and a horse galloping. But these days, with like Star Wars and intergalactic stuff, you've got to have, a stick probably leaves too much to the imagination. I don't know. I just thought it might be a lot harder for the younger generation to recreate the Matrix or whatever it is. But yeah, the old westerns are pretty good. I do like yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West, I think, is pretty good movie. I like that. Watched that a couple of times. And the Clint Eastwood ones, I always like those. Yeah. So they're the more modern time ones. But some of the older ones, the old John Wayne's, yeah, pretty pretty simple, easy to follow, but nice, good storyline. Nice, relaxing watch. Don't have to think too much. Real guns and real bullets. Oh, we got these paint guns in that now. That True Grit. Yes, yes. True Grit. Is that Rooster Cogburn? Is it Rooster Cogburn? He played Rooster, I think his name was, or something. Is that the True Grit? I think. Yeah. John Wayne, the Duke. Yeah, he's quite a big man, eh? Must have a... He didn't look that pretty on a horse sometimes. Mean old Rooster, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Starred in a lot of movies, that man. Really. And I had up I think my sponsor on Web Crap of the Week was Slim Pickens, who Moz pointed out was in Blazing Saddles, but he used to just about appear in every Western I ever saw, I think. Slim Pickens. He was always driving the stagecoach or doing something. Yeah, he's the guy that rode the nuclear missile into Russia, I think, in what was that, the movie? Was it Dr. Feelgood or Dr. Zhivago or one of those things? Anyway. Yeah, he was always had a job. He was always never really a star, but always yeah, an able deputy. Yeah, quite a distinctive look and voice. Slim Pickens. Yeah, very nice to have a interview or something with him. Would have been quite fun. Yeah. Yeah, I love the old westerns. All those a lot of them were as you say, there's a big movie thing down in New Mexico. A lot of the westerns were sort of set on that Mexican American border. It was always work for a few Mexicans. Although some of our actors from here, some of our Maori actors get jobs as Mexicans and various other nationalities in the movies. Are able to, quite versatile. All right. How am I going here? Well, it looks like it's I'm gone for about an hour and a half. So I think I'll wind it up here. I'm certainly was great to have the old stoner in. Yeah, really, I love your work and I love your support. You're marvelous. It's always good to get your comments and your feedback. And WT, as always, great supporter. And yeah, oh, right. Arizona. Yeah. Is that close to you, Arizona? Do let me know about where, what, who, but I am trying to make the yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that analogy. The digital enema. Okay, right. The digital enema, yes. Very, very, very nice words there. Yeah, it's that whole subscription thing, because I think Moz made a bit of a comment about, he reckoned that a lot of people got your subscription and then unsubscribed. And I noticed that I'm subscribed to over 800 and something channels, and I've only got 630 subscribers. So there's some I know that, there's some channels I subscribe to that I know that wouldn't subscribe to me, like some of the bigger ones. But I think there's a few. Well, I don't know. What would we call? I don't know. We'd call them maybe freeloaders, or in down this part of the world we call them bludgers. But yeah, there's a few of them there that thing. But oh well, I leave that. The only downside is that it sort of takes a wee while to, sometimes I just like to scan through and sort of see, review who I've got there. Oh, right, empty subs. Yep. Yeah, empty ones. Yeah, but I mean, lately I've been keeping an eye on my, like I haven't been actively chasing them, and I get a few new subs, but the number stays pretty much the same. It'll, like today, I think at one part of today I was up to 634, which I've been there before. And I don't quite know how many I've got now. Oh, I haven't. I'll just have a quick look. Like now I'm on 633, and I think earlier today I was probably on. Yeah, it's the numbers don't matter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I know they don't matter, but it's just it's sort of a bit of a measure, and I'm thinking, oh, I might be just going up slowly, but it seems to be okay. Oh, you're off, WT? Yeah. See what I say? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am. Do give me some feedback. Do give me some feedback about where, what, who. But I am trying to make it, a little bit. Like to get it so that I can get a few hints in. It makes it a little bit easier for me in some ways of trying not having to come up with one every day, as was part of the reasoning behind it. But yeah, just to sort of narrow it down. And I did feel that the guys seemed really satisfied when they got that real tricky one. All righty. See you next time. Yeah, WT. Okay. Oh, thanks for that. All right. So, okay, the other site 150, and the one I have 1100. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's right. In terms of the numbers and stuff like that, yeah, it can be. Yeah, um, yeah. I just on the subscriptions. I just like to. Well, I know I've got some what you call empty ones, but it's good, just to keep a thing of thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. All righty. I think we'll yeah, maybe yeah. I don't know. I'm just like to have something to measure how I'm going or what I'm reaching, and the just without doing anything. Just I thought some, if I'm adding, it's annoying that some are coming off the bottom. But you're right, the numbers are pretty irrelevant, really. It's not why I do it. So yeah, I think I'll wind it all up there. I think we've had a pretty good go at it all. So thanks to everyone. Um, this old stoner and WT. Really appreciate your support, everyone. Uh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. How do you, what do you, I look, what, okay, CWT. Awesome. Um, what exactly do you look at in audience retention there, Old Stone? I look in there. I'm look at oh, right. Okay. 50%. Yeah. I noticed my average view time, lifetime average view time used to be about 3.5 minutes. And but seeing since I've been chasing after the subs and going down that track, which I only just started doing, perhaps around the beginning of this year, I think my average view time has certainly dropped off. Possibly might even be under 3 minutes, and so one of the ones certainly over the last month or so it was only 3 minutes. So yeah, yeah, you're right. That is probably the best measure, but it's a measure that changes very gradually and imperceptibly. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's been great talking to you, this old stoner. Really good. Thank you so much. I think I will wind her up here and let you come up with your next hit. Or get ready for your next stunt at the down at your local thing there. Very intriguing. All right. Okay. Oh, I'll look forward to it. Yeah. 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 No, that'll be good. I like the for me it's the one note wonder one. I'm not a my wife's a musician in the family. I'm not a big musician, but I like the comedy of it all. I I love comedy. So I've often wondered, how if there was some way that you could do some sort of stand up. Yes, dead right. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, with all those million people in the world, there's got to be someone. There's got to be someone that'll find it funny. It's just a matter of getting it in front of them. No, I've always Yeah, yeah. There's some good stuff in there, and lots of fun too. For me, it's the challenge of getting stuff getting stuff out every day as well. Sometimes I sort of struggle and play around with a few ideas. Yes, I can. Yeah, I sort of have those moments. Sometimes I think I'm bloody hilarious. Nobody else does. Never mind. All righty. Oh well, I'll let you go. I'll let it wind down. So thanks very much for dropping by. I enjoyed chatting with you. Yeah, I'd be keen to have you in the hangout. Actually, doing a bit of a collaboration there. That would be a bit of fun one day if you're ever keen. So yeah, we'll wind it up there. All good. Cheers. Oh, there you go. I love your work. All righty, I'm just going to stop the broadcast now, and thanks everybody for watching and joining in. The hour has stretched to, let me see what it's stretched to. Oh, apparently almost, no, 1 hour 41 we've done. So a bit of a long hour, but I'm just going to stop the broadcast now and it should wind down. All good. Cheers. Have a wonderful day. See you.